Good morning. Hello, everyone. Greetings. Today is the day that Jupiter governs. I'm the Moon Mama, and
I am Adina 1000, the belly dancing. I need to get a tagline, like the
Yeah.
Moon Mama. Y'all help me out. What should my tagline be?
oh my gosh, you could, Adina you are,
I've been brown sugar here in Egypt.
yes, but you also are, really happy.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
The belly dancing joyful.
Yes, you're very naturally happy, and so that could be a part of it.
Okay. Happy joy.
We'll be with it and see what comes.
Okay.
So, welcome everyone. I just want to say that I'm not going to speak for Adina, tired. Tired. We have been doing so much. The last few days, I've been too tired to come in and do a video because we've been, one of the things we've been doing in this trip is going through the temples that align to the chakras. So we started at the root chakra.
Symbol.
That's right. And then we went to the sacral chakra. And then we were at the solar plex.
Feeling.
Yes. And then with the heart chakra.
That was Dandara.
And then the throat chakra.
Wait, Edfu. Which one was Edfu?
I don't know.
Okay. We have so much information in our heads right now.
That's right.
We are definitely full.
Yes. And so, I just wanted to come in before. This is our last night here. We're going to be leaving and going home.
You need to sing a song?
Yes. What song?
Although we've come
to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's so natural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Yes.
Our electronic album will be dropping soon.
Yes. And so I just want to say that this trip has been really magical. One of the things that I have discovered here, that I see here, is that thought happens really quickly. Whatever you think comes into existence almost immediately. And I, because I'm an astrologer, I know that's the way of it for all of us. We're all beginning, the energy is beginning to get less dense, which is why we're experiencing so much chaos in the U.S., because things have to break apart. They have to break down in order for us to really get to the core of who we are. And so that means releasing a lot of trauma and stories and old ways of being that don't suit this energy. It's like you're not going to be a kindergartner in the third grade.
No.
You're not going to do kindergarten homework in the third grade. So we have to really let go of those old things and learn from them, integrate them so that they become a part of who we are as we move ourselves forward.
I think that's what this trip was really about, getting to the core of who we are.
Yeah.
I feel that maybe sometimes you don't know how to do that. Who am I? But even being with the question and then walking through all of the chakras help you figure it out.
Yes.
So.
Yes. So today is a Jupiter day. Jupiter is the ruler of the day, and Jupiter is in Aquarius. And Jupiter in Aquarius Jupiter is always about fortune. It's always about blessings and expansion. And in Aquarius, it's expanding into your divine blueprint. It's who you are meant to be. It's really important to let go of the conditioning and the stories. And, one of the things that I've been really wanting to leave here is my race story, because I am really clear that you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up.
We have to tell y'all later what just happened.
Oh my God. Anyway.
She said speeds up. She said it out her mouth and then instantly showed itself.
That's right. So, letting go of stuff. So yesterday we had the opportunity to have a death ceremony and really dying to the ego. We need the ego. Let's not ever think that the ego doesn't serve a purpose, because it does. But the ego shouldn't lead.
Right.
The ego needs to be in the back seat. So we've been dying to the ego that would have us believe in separation, or that we would follow, that we would live in comparison and opposition and competition. All of that is, for me, being left behind to the best of my ability. And it's not even to the best of my ability. That sounds very egoic, actually, to me. It feels like I'm just surrendering to Spirit and allowing Spirit to do what it will do through me. What's it been like for you?
Well, for me, what I noticed, and I believe I said this a few days ago when we talked, is that I feel that certain things that used to trigger me aren't as triggering now. And I'm able to observe it without making it a thing or having a bunch of angst in my own heart. And I'm also able to tell myself a different story about what a situation means, so that I'm not causing myself a bunch of heartache and pain, because that's where it came from anyway. It wasn't about what anybody else did, it's about what I said they did.
Yes.
So I'm really able to observe me now and pick a different route.
Yes.
It feels like very grown up.
Yes. Absolutely. I think one of the things that I'm aware of is, I will use this just because in a Black body, like all the stories we tell, we just we perpetuate them more and more and more.
The more we say them.
The more that we say them, the more that we give energy to them, the more we perpetuate them.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying don't feel it, but feel it and do the work around it for any situation, right? If it's a story that you have about your mother or your parents or money, anything, it's like really ask, why do I feel this?
Yeah.
What's moving me here? What's motivating this? And as we do that, we have an opportunity to then begin to really transform it. And it's a process. I think that's the thing that I'm really aware of, having been doing this work for 20 some years. Like I think I started when I was about 21, so maybe 30 years actually. Having been doing this work for 30 years, is that it's a process. We don't get there before we're supposed to get there.
Right.
Like I feel like I've spent years knocking on my psyche, going, why?
And it opened up.
And finally, finally
opened
it opened up when it was time. Like, I think that's important for us to recognize that we're here for a purpose and a reason. We script that before we get here, and you can't rush it. It's gonna happen when it's time. It's not gonna happen before.
Yeah. And you can't really get it wrong. You know,
Right.
like one thing we say here is all paths lead home. And that really means all, not just the one, sanctioned by your mother or sanctioned by the church or sanctioned by your grandfather or anything. All paths. So that really gives me grace for myself, for my children, for people I don't like, for whatever reason I don't like them.
Right.
I said for myself. Just knowing that we're getting there.
Yes. Yes. So the moon is in Taurus today, and the moon in Taurus is about value. It's about your value. Taurus is how we build our relationship to the external reality. So Taurus governs money. It governs how we feel about ourselves, our self-esteem. And the sun just moved into Libra. And so this month we're going to be working on, in our relationships, how we show up, right? So right now I just had an experience of me wanting to do something really, nice, I guess. I don't know if nice is the word, but I wanted to honor someone, and they didn't receive it in the way that I would have liked for them to receive it. So I had to ask myself, well, why am I doing this? I'm not doing it for them to I'm doing it because it's me honoring.
You were called to do it.
Yes, right. Right. So it doesn't matter how they receive it.
Right.
Because my value system isn't based upon someone else's determination about what I'm doing. Like we get to understand that we create our value. No one else creates it.
Right.
No one can create it.
And their response is based on their conditioning or whatever they're going through. So, it helps to put it in perspective. Because, of course, I was with her. We've been together for 14 days.
Yes.
We've been Bopsy twins. So it does feel a little funky when you your heart is in a place of generosity, and it's not received as such. And it's not about folks groveling or any of that. Oh, thank you. It's not about any of that. It's just about, oh, thank you.
Right.
And really, that's it.
Yeah.
But when you don't get that, it's like, oh, it feels a little abrasive. So then, why do you think you created that?
Because of my value. Like really needing to understand that I determine my value.
Boom.
Like no one else gets to determine the value that is mine. And so I'm going to honor that because I know the value of what I'm doing. I know the value of the choices that I make. So that's the thing that's really significant. I feel like that's been a real opportunity for me in my life to really, because we're all unique, right? And we live in a world that says this is valuable and that is beautiful and this is this. But many of us might not align to what the culture says is value. So then how do we really create it on our own? And when we can, the universe will support us in that.
Yeah. For me, value is, see, a lot of times we think value is just money, but it's not. We see the hearts. We love the hearts. Value is energy. That's how I choose to see it. Value, and money is energy. So value is energy, and energy is everything.
Yes.
And so if your energy is flowing in a way that's in love, what else is there?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Monique and I talk like this all night, y'all. Like we up and we kind of go back and forth like this all night. So, so look, cheers to that.
Yes. Cheers. This is mint. We're sniffing mint.
We're not even drinking it. We're just taking sniffs.
Because we are, like, literally, there's a detox process that is happening with us right now. We've been in all these temples. And so one of the things that I'm detoxing my head, because I do a lot of overthinking. I have a Gemini moon and a Virgo sun, so I'm constantly sort of like working things out in my mind. And so the congestion, like every part of my body is just like, whoa.
Just letting it go. We leaving it in Egypt.
Right. And then last night after we went from one temple, I came home to lay down and I felt I felt the hemispheres of my brain separate. I felt like a crack in my brain, and I felt like the light come through it. And so today I've been having some pressure up here, and so it's just interesting to experience the stuff you read about and hear about, but to actually be having the experience of it is
to notice it in your body.
Right.
You know, I felt it in here yesterday.
Yeah.
So much so that I actually took Tylenol. I'm not one who takes medicine, but you're trying to navigate the hustle and bustle of the trip and doing everything you need to do. Yesterday was a very amazing day. We went to the Great Pyramids of Giza. We went to the Sphinx. We went, we did a lot of walking. We climbed in the pyramid, up and down. And you guys, when you come to Egypt, you'll see that these things are just beyond what you can understand with our current mind. So it really does expand your mind when you see it. When you see it, you're just like, it had to be a different mindset to even create this.
That's right. That's right.
Going into space, you're just not the same coming out.
That's right. That's right. So I want to show you all like the view where we are now.
So we're sitting across from the Giza complex.
So that's the pyramid right in the background, if you can see it. I don't know. You can use it.
Okay, let me hold it. I'll stand up.
Okay.
So there, you can see the pyramid in the distance. Both of them. Yes, you see it. All of that sand over there is a desert, the Giza complex. So we're at a hotel that's across the street from it.
Oh, and this is a sikmet that someone gave to me yesterday. It's so beautiful. Okay. So, with the sun is in Libra for the next month, and we're gonna spend the next month really working out, and Mars just went into Libra too, but working out our connections to others. Like, how do we connect to others? And you have to determine your value. I know many years ago, I don't have this going on anymore, but I used to really feel like I needed another or others to make me feel safe in the world and whole. And and it never worked. It never worked out. I was always sort of left disappointed, and I would sort of like cling, or like be like extra bendy, like wouldn't have any rules or like I was waiting for the other person to determine what the value was, and so. But I don't do that anymore. I had to catch myself in the act of that.
She don't do that, y'all. She don't do it, not even a little bit. Like, she might think that she's gonna do it, and she's like, oh, I can't do it.
I cannot abandon myself anymore to make someone else feel, or because it doesn't work.
No,
it doesn't work at all. So that's what we're going to be working with this month. Jupiter in Aquarius means come back home to your blueprint, you know, who you truly are. And how you do that is by asking, who am I? Who am I? Like, just sit in meditation and ask, who am I? And you might not get an answer now, right? But
one is coming.
One is coming, and you will begin to realize that it will show up in your reality. You will get to see. You might just get to see who you're not initially. Right. You might get to be like, I ain't that. I ain't that. I ain't that.
But that's a start.
That's a start. Yeah. That's right. So you want to be asking, who am I? And because it's Jupiter, it's like you want to let go of the scarcity. You want to let go of the stories that would have
letting go.
Right.
Letting
go of the stories that would have you compromise in ways that really don't feel right for you. Like one of the things that I was experiencing on this trip was one of the people here that like their energy would take me out of myself. They would like pull me into another frequency, and I realized I didn't like doing that. Like, it's like I will relate with you, but on my terms, not on yours, right? And so that is how we can, and I want to say we can always do it. Like, really, what are your terms for harmony in relationship? What are your terms? What do you need? And if you determine that, you don't have to tell anybody that. That's just something that you get to decide from within yourself.
From that question of asking, who am I?
Right.
Those are the kinds of things you come up with.
Right.
Even if you come up with who I am not, then you start to develop what your terms are.
That's right.
How you will and will not engage the world.
That's right.
So it's beautiful. Of course, you already know watching Moon Mama is a master class. She will show you how to get into your higher aspects of yourself, if that's what you want.
Right. You know? Yes. So that's what we're going to be working on all month. Like, really, and this is the beautiful thing, because when the sun goes into Libra, it's about our relationship to the world and our relationship to other people. So when you determine that, like, who I am is who I am, and it doesn't change from one person to the next. It doesn't change. Like, this is it, right? So, like, what do I want to say? Like, my relationship with Adina is really new, and there's a harmony between us. There's a fluidity. There's a respect and an honor and a caring, and I want that in all of my relationships. So this is my pattern of how to relate. So I want to have this kind of connection with men, with girlfriends, with lovers, like with everyone, that there is this reciprocity, a reciprocity. Grace. Yes. So, how y'all doing? How have y'all been? Hey, Kelly, Queen Kales.
Kelly.
That's my sweetie.
Okay.
Hey, Black. Hi, Rob.
Mama is a legend. Yes, she is.
Aw, y'all are nice.
More hearts.
Right. So, that's really it. Let me just say this. I'm gonna say it again. I'm so tired. Oh my God, y'all. I am exhausted. I am exhausted in all the right ways, and I don't have much left over. I feel very like
she's leaving it here in Egypt, which is where you should leave it.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to add?
No, just it's been a wonderful 14 days with you, or however long it's been.
Hey,
Kiki, love you too, baby. Love you too. And I'm glad that we turned on our magic, or at least supercharged it together.
Yes, we really did. And this is just the beginning. Yeah. It really is. Yeah. So James was also here. Hey, James. James is one of my friends.
Love you.
So with that, you all, I'm gonna go. We're going.
We travel tomorrow, so Moon Mama will be back in her regular spot, and I'll be back on the East Coast. So we'll have to figure out how we continue to connect.
Yes, I know we can do it, but like I like it a certain way. I like the company together, so fun. We'll work it out though, because we can do anything.
Hey, we magical.
That's right. We can do anything. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. Have a really wonderful day. I know it's early there. I'm just sending love and light to everyone who's transforming their lives in deep ways. And this is a really incredible time to be alive. It really is. And so I encourage you to do the internal work, because we're moving into our Pluto's return in America. And those structures are coming undone. And so that just means your mind needs to release old ways. So I don't need to repeat it, but peace and blessings, everyone.
Hey, Gigi. One of my belly dance sisters just hopped on.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, honey. Aww. Thank you for the well wishes, all that wished us safe travels and enjoyed seeing us witness together. Thank you.
Peace and blessings.
Peace, love. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, hey, Trevor. Oh,
He's still saying
I
hey.
love Trevor. Trevor is a brilliant, brilliant woman.
Wow.
Nice. I'm glad to have you here. All right. Peace and blessings, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, Kelly.